What's going on, everybody? It is your man Cleveland Terry, and last week we talked about the Jetpack Snap, the super slim non-DVS style backpack that is for the controller style guy. But now we're going to talk about the final piece, the Jetpack Drop. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so as you know, Orbit Concepts, aka Jetpack Bags, have been producing DJ bags for a long time. Now, they have opted for a rather new system, and this system is something that's going to be transformable. Basically, it's removing the idea that you need your backpack, for instance, a Snap, to hold every single thing that a DJ would need. Instead, compartmentalizing it into a roller bag and a backpack. That way, if you don't need to carry the humongous backpack around with you, you won't have to. You can just slide it out and use that. When you're ready for those bigger events, those bigger things, that's when you bring this bag with you. Now, this bag right here is a very good looking bag. If you're wondering about the size, well, it actually is the exact same size as your standard carry-on bag. This bag does pretty much the same thing, but does it with a little bit of style. It has very clean lines. It's very boxy, but it's very clean and conservative, which is what I like about it. If you move it over, you notice that there's a handle here and a handle here. You got this like UV, it's called UV coating, almost feels like a faux leather that is on both sides of the bag, and you won't be embarrassed when you're walking around the streets or you're walking around the airport with one of these. This definitely looks premium, it looks more designer. On the back side here, we do have our handles. These are some solid handles, and they are reinforced with these guys right here. A lot of the bags will have smaller latches. These are definitely bigger, and they have these additional paddings. So if you're walking upstairs or something like that, you're not gonna scratch up your bag. As far as the handle is concerned, nice rugged handle, nice grip. It goes very long, so you can definitely fit another bag. As far as the Jetpack bag is concerned, the handle for both of them are exactly at the exact same length. There are handles on both sides. There's a handle at the top, and there's a handle on the front panel. That way, if you're trying to put it in a cart, if you're trying to put it in an overhead compartment, it's not awkward. Why do we like this bag? What makes this bag special? Well, without even getting into the details of the system here, we're just gonna look at this front pouch right here. Because a lot of people said, well, okay, you got the bag, you got your Snap, where is it going? Okay, I guess we put it in the top. No, not the case. On this bag, we're just gonna zip this around, and this handle right here, which you just use to lift it up, becomes the weighted portion of your bag. And then, check this out. Slides right in like so. There is actually a clamp here and a clamp on the front here that you just slide through and lock it into place. Done. Pull it tight, you're good. It's in there. It's secure. So you can just take this guy and then roll it everywhere you need to go. Simple. So let's talk a little bit about the top, because this is where it gets interesting. I know that a lot of you that are interested in this bag are going to be DJs, but this bag is not just about the DJs. This bag can be for the producer. This bag can be for the photographer. This bag can be for just the standard guy going on trips. This bag will do it all. So let's show you inside exactly how this bag is. Right off the bat here, I'm gonna flip this down so you can see what I'm looking at here. You get this little top here. Now this top doubles as not only a padded area, so if you have something in here, it's not shifting out, but it also can be flipped over to be a carrier. So that means you can put it back in here, and now you can actually hold things in the carrier. So in this bag, we also have a adjustable sleeve that can be removed. It's Velcroed in, so you can adjust it however you see fit. Okay, let's move this out for a second. Also on the bottom here, you have additional padding and also more padding. So if you needed to use this thing for extra space, you could do that. At the bottom, there's a little padding, but I definitely wouldn't put like equipment in here. I would do more like if you're doing something like clothing or something like that. This bag is open, okay? It can be used for pretty much anything. There is one little area right here, which is like a little flash pocket that allows you to put in something small like, you know, a USB or your keys or something right in here that you want to just put in there. That way you don't have to open the bag to get to. So the question is, what would you put in this bag? Because obviously it's not big enough to hold like a DDJ 1000 or an SX2, but it will hold pretty much everything underneath that. It'll hold the DDJ 800, anything that size and below. So I guess the question is, what should we put in this bag? Didn't DJ Prime go? And let's say that we had a stand that we wanted to put in here because maybe we have a computer that we also want to go inside here. All right, and then we got that. Maybe you were a producer. Let's take the Ableton Push. Let's take this like so. Not to mention all of your cords and all of those things. Maybe you are a videographer and you're shooting a montage. Well, we can use that for this too. Okay, we got a table here. We got the projector. Put the projector in the top one. Put the table in. Like so. That's where this guy right here comes in. You can drop all of your cables right in here, put it in the bag like so, and now you have a space for your cables, and then you just zip it up. Let's say you are a on-site videographer or cinema guy, and you need to have a bag to carry your stuff. Well, you can carry your gimbal. That'll go in there like so. I still have tables in here, but that's okay. I got plenty of room. And then what you can do is you can take something like this, right? And you can start putting your camera in. Grab a lens or two, just like so. You can put more cords, you can put flash cards, additional batteries, pretty much anything and everything in there. And because the top is also padded, it's always gonna be protected by padding. And last but not least, what about the guy that doesn't DJ, doesn't do photography, or maybe does it all, but for this particular thing, maybe they're just traveling, they're just going on vacation. What about those guys? Well, this bag will come in handy for that too. This bag is the size of a carry-on, so you're still gonna be able to fit, you know, 3 or 4 pairs of jeans, 4 or 5 shirts in here. You can use this just for your shoes right here. You can actually just put them in for your shoes. Or if you're anything like me and you like to wear hats, well, you want to be able to put your hats in a place so they don't get crushed. So you got now a place for that. And you can slide it right in here, right on the top, and you don't have to worry about crushed hats. Game changer. I unfortunately don't have a controller the size of this bag, but I do have a couple of mixers. So let's say we want to put in a full-size mixer. Now this Rain mixer, the 72, is the exact same size as the 70 and the S11. So this will be a perfect example. Take this guy like so. Perfect fit. Slide the stand in there, and we are good. Okay, so those are the basics, but let's just say you have a controller or something that's a little bit bigger than the bag will hold in its default position, like the DDJ 800. And you're going, well, how's it even gonna fit in here? Well, that's where they've gotten a little creative and they've created this little extension here. So this extension, as you come around, will actually increase the size of the bag. Okay, so the Jetpack Drop and Snap. This is the future, at least that's the future that Jetpack says, and I can actually believe them because this is a very, very useful system. Now, what is a system like this going to run you? Well, it is $349 out the door. However, there is an introductory price right now, $299, gets you both systems. It gets you the Snap and the Drop. So you're gonna save a little money going that way. And I'm gonna tell you, I have been using Jetpack bags for for years, and I've never had an issue with my Jetpack bags, and I'm really excited to see what this drop can do for me in the future. I'm actually going on a trip in a couple of weeks, so I will definitely be utilizing the drop. All right, guys, if you found what I said here useful, hit that like button. If you found what I said here really useful, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters. Guys, let me know what you think about the bag, and it is always a pleasure. If I don't talk to you later, we'll talk soon. Peace.